Hello, my name is Paula Herlock. Welcome to my channel. I have not done a video in quite a while because, I spent most of December doing meditations. I always tell people who follow this channel or who have been following it for a while, you will know that I am not a content creator. Did you know that you have few choices when it comes to social media? You're either a content creator or you're private. You don't get any wiggle room. Okay, so when I was choosing, I couldn't even find a thing to be choosing, which just shows you how much society wants to put you into a box. And when you're a square peg, they want to force you into a round hole. Anyway, I digress. But I am not ruled by algorithms. I will not post every day just to get the algorithms to show people my page. As far as I'm concerned, we're just working with resonance here. So if you're here, it's because you resonate with what I have been saying or have said, and you are here. I'm not going to just pop up on everybody's page. Okay? So that's it. But as the 2026 year begins on, Gregorian calendar, I thought it was, important for me to just come and share with you how I'm perceiving the year 2026 perhaps will unfold. And I'm not an astrologer, so I'm not going to come from the astrological perspective. I am intuiting this, I am sensing this, and I am, of course, influenced by what, the algorithms are showing me. But then I think my algorithms are kind of attuned to my resonance. So I think it's fairly safe. And so I just want to share with you what I've read and then what I'm sensing. So, of course, the algorithms are showing you everything about the year of the horse and all sorts of different interpretations. But this one I resonated with, so I'm going to share it with you. It's from Rebecca L. Keating. Okay, and she says 2026 is the year of the heart-centered rise. Can you see why this one resonates with me? It says the intuitives, the healers, the leaders, the ones who move in truth because they can't do anything else. You can't fake the frequency of the heart. I love it. We are entering a new era of perception. The fire horse moves through the field, awakening the Christed heart in the bold ones, the visionaries, the true healers, the authentic ones, the ones who are always meant to guide through presence, not performance. The fire horse works through presence, through coherence, through truth, through embodiment, through bold and swift action. And this is where destiny actually moves from. I really liked that overview of the year of the horse, which is why I'm sharing it with you. Now, I am so happy I didn't make this video on the 1st or the 2nd. I'm glad it's the 4th. We've had a full moon yesterday, and all of us all over the world witnessed a military strike right here in the West. Now, I know lots of you would expect me to come here and be up in arms. We don't want any invasion, no colonization. Listen, I went through that phase of rage and anger already, and I'm now at a very neutral point. Why am I neutral? Not because I agree with the Venezuelans celebrating or the Venezuelans that are up in arms, or the Americans that are saying, oh, they don't agree with their leader, or me as a Caribbean person looking on and saying, hey, that could be us. I am calm because now I know that lots of what is happening is a performance, is designed to make us furious, is designed to make us feel helpless, right? All of us are thinking, well, if he could do that to them, he can do that to us. And so the whole world is feeling tense right now, feeling like justice is not being served, feeling like, how can this happen? These people are unstoppable. People can just do anything they want on this planet. Well, let me tell you something. All of this is what we knew would be unfolding. So if we knew, then why are we surprised? Right? At this point, my only mantra remains heaven on earth. When I look out my window, I do not see any bombs dropping. And I'm not experiencing any terrorism or attacks. Now, that is not to say that I'm not to empathize or not. I am not empathizing with the people who are actually in the position of being attacked or invaded. What it means, though, is that we have to deal with what is going on in our immediate space. We have to focus on that. And if it looks peaceful, if it looks calm, if it is safe, then we need to experience being safe, being calm. That is our heaven on earth bubble. In the midst of that, we continue to send our love and our light towards the oppressed, the displaced, the invaded, the attacked people of this world. But we do not turn that reality that is being projected into our reality, our grief, our emotions. Because as you all know, this again is emotions being harvested, grief being harvested, anger being harvested, rage being harvested. And me, I am not giving them any opportunity to harvest any of my essence. So let us take a decision right now. Anybody who's listening to this, and you can surely share this with those who you believe should get this message. Do not give away any of your essence to what is unfolding globally. We have to hold our center and focus on heaven on earth. Another thing that I want to just encourage everyone to do in 2026 is to find your tribe. I know everybody's searching for their tribe, and I know a lot of people have found their tribe. Continue to search if you haven't yet found your tribe, and find your tribe, find your community, whether it's in person or online. They work the same way. Okay? And I gave this example in my morning meditation, my 11:11 portal meditation. I am observing in Jamaica right now, post Hurricane Melissa, that it is the groups that are in community that are moving the quickest in terms of bringing back normalcy, right? They're the ones who can bring their arms and hearts together and come up with a consensus and move in one accord. And many hands make light work. What's happening now? Because of Western socialization, everybody's a nuclear family, and they are not joining forces with their neighbor and their friends. They're just doing it as their family. And so this selfish approach results in lots of helpless people instead of a strong, united community of people working together. Okay? How does it translate from a spiritual perspective? I tell you this, right now I am seeing very clearly that it is the pockets of communities, the pockets of meditators, the pockets of light workers that are standing against some of the economic and physical and geopolitical conflicts that are running rampant all over the planet right now. I was looking at a geopolitical map of all the conflicts, and let me tell you, this thing was lit up like a grid. And so I want to say this: we have to make our light grid more powerful than their conflict grid. So we are the only ones that can neutralize their smart grid, their conflict grid, their control grid, with our grid that is made up of pure light. Remember, each one of us listening to this video right now is a part of the Earth's light grid. Each of us are a point of light, anchoring light onto the planet. So the ones of us that are pure in heart, pure in intention, pure in spirit, we are creating a grid around the planet. And when we anchor in more light, our light will light up the darkness, dissolve the corruption, dissolve the greed, dissolve the deception, dissolve the control, dissolve the ego. Because you know there's a lot of ego running this world right now. Leaders with huge egos that have something to prove. I have the biggest military. I have the most up-to-date state-of-the-art equipment. You can't beat me. I can beat you. That kind of rhetoric, it's unnecessary. But we give it attention. We give it energy. So we take our attention away from it. There is no energy to it. We remain neutral. We don't get angry. We don't get bitter, right? Because there is karma that has to play out. And sometimes you cannot energetically intervene. So I know perhaps 2 years ago I would have said, come, let's do a series of meditation to neutralize this and to stop the war and to... No more. We cultivate our light. We strengthen our light. We transmit our light. Let the light do its work without our emotions. We already know that the country that has pushed the attack is in collapse mode. So we also have to know that every move they make right now is going to be one of desperation. Moves made to resuscitate a dying structure. So when you know that, you don't have to be alarmed. Just let this situation take its natural course and the situation is resolved. It just requires a critical mass of us to remain very aware, very conscious, very present at this time, knowing that this year is configured for us to rise and take our rightful place. I keep saying it. The ones of you that are watching these videos, the ones of you that join me on the morning meditations, you are the new earth leaders. You are the new earth leaders. Assume your position. And of course, new earth leaders don't have to do what the leaders of the past did. They don't have to flex their power muscles. They don't have to go out and beat their chest and say, I am stronger. I am richer. I am bigger than you. We just have to transmit love and light. And that's it. We step in when we need to, and we provide the comfort that we might need to give in the moment. You are going to be thrusted forward to lead, and you're probably going to lead people out of their fear, out of their anger, out of their rage. So it's never going to be a case where you're going to be leading a rebellion or leading a demonstration. You are going to be leading in spirit. You are going to be able to be intercessors between the spiritual realm and the spiritual realm. You are going to be able to intercede on behalf of the collective, on behalf of humanity, on behalf of the masses. You need to take that role very, very seriously. And also, you need to practice with your community. And I'm very, very, very proud of the community that has formed organically online here on YouTube, and the community that we have separately, the online community that's a closed group. What I am observing is that because they're practicing so much together, they're actually able to alchemize, transmute situations very quickly. And if you don't practice, you can't do it effectively. So the group in the Heaven on Earth community, they're doing stuff that I don't think they even knew they were capable of. I certainly didn't know that that was going to happen. So now that it has happened, it's strengthening our resolve to continue and to level up this year. Likewise, I want the group online on YouTube here. There's 40 odd that are consistently showing up to meditations live, and there's about 350 persons who do the meditations post the live. We consider you all a part of the community as well. The more practice you get tapping into the group energy, the community, is the more powerfully we will be able to work together to shift situations real time when or if the moment arises. So I just want to thank you again for being a part of this community, believing, because let me tell you, this is all very she stuff. Like, you get it or you don't get it. And some people would even go as far to say, we're creating a little cult following. It's not a cult following. I think that the persons that are here are able to sense and intuit what is happening on the planet. And so when you have a group of people that are able to feel what's happening on the planet, they will intuitively know how to act and how to direct their energy or their light or their thoughts or their words to shift the situation into a more favorable timeline. That's all we're doing. So I'm thanking you for being present and stepping up to your role as New Earth leader. And I'm confident that you will know what to do and when. And you will be standing as a beacon of light to help to guide the ones that have not yet awakened. So get ready. 2026 is going to be the year when you step forward and take your role as New Earth leaders. Do not be you know, bewildered by the dramatic things that unfold, because we know the dramatic things are coming. We know. We're under no illusions. It's going to be a shock to the nervous system of many of the people around you. But you have been meditating for a while, and your nervous system is fairly regulated, or is going to be more regulated than theirs. Step up to the plate and assist them in whatever way you can to stabilize and regulate. Show them what is happening, explain to them as best as you can. There is going to be a lot of cognitive dissonance this year. The ones who cannot believe that what is unfolding is actually unfolding. Just help them. Help them to see what is happening. Help them to know that out of everything bad comes good, and that there are simply some karmic corrections that are happening now. Help them to understand that the choice they make to shift to a new timeline is their choice, and they should use the free will that they have on this planet to be able to make that choice. Remember who you are. This is how I'm going to end the presentation, by asking you who are listening to this to remember who you are. You are here on a mission for this precise moment in time. This is one of the most unique moments in humanity's timeline, and you are here for it. You signed up for it, you're here for it, and we are just happy and joyful that you have chosen to be here at this time. Thank you, thank you, thank you.